Hey folks, it's Jay from Woodworking Blues. Been a long time since I made a video. I thought I'd go ahead and make a quick one just because it's been so long and because I'm tired of procrastinating and making up excuses for not doing it. My shop is still a mess. Y'all have seen, I'm sure, many videos of how I said I was going to get my shop going. And I have so many projects going, it just doesn't get done. So isn't that terrible? That's horrible. I do a lot of reselling, selling on online, local app. And a lot of this is that. But a lot of this is also just a bunch of crap that I let accumulate and doesn't help me one way or another. But one thing I have been doing and selling are these pieces of wood. As a woodworker, I love working with wood, but I'm going to be quite honest, I haven't built or made anything in probably over a year. All I've been doing is finding these strips of wood here. See these? At my local home improvement stores, Lowe's, Home Depot, McCoy's, whatever. And some I buy, most I get for free because it's considered trash. And what I do is I cut them down into 5-inch pieces. This is 1.5-inch pine. And I believe this is 1-inch pine. And this is 1-inch cedar. This is 1-inch wide, 1.5-inch, 1-inch wide, and 1-inch wide. They almost always come in strips such as this. Actually, longer than this. These are a little shorter, but they're usually about 40 inches long. And what I've discovered is I'll cut them down into 5-inch pieces, and I'll put them up on a local app, Craigslist, Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go, whatever is your favorite. And I'll sell it as a hobby and craft wood. And believe it or not, it sells. I have no reason why I decided to cut them into 5 inches. That was just what I wanted to do. This is what I use to do it. My Win tabletop bandsaw. And I've always said I was going to do a demo on this. Never have done it, but I have, as you can see, I've been doing a lot of cutting. I must have cut thousands of pieces of this wood, and they sell. The reason they sell is because in my research to find things to sell, I have discovered that a lot of the hobby places, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, name them, even Lowe's, Home Depot, and any place that sells wood or hobby or craft wood, they charge a premium for this sort of stuff. They'll charge $1 to $2, $3 for one strip of wood this long, and sometimes more. And online, I've seen it going for $3 to $4. And I thought, well, I'm getting most of it for pennies on the dollar and sometimes free. I'll go ahead and see what I can do and maybe give some folks a good deal. Because I get it so cheap, I sell it cheap. And sure enough, I've been doing it for about a year now. I sell a lot of this. And people are grateful because the other stores, and even online, Amazon, eBay, You name them, I beat all of their prices. These are boxes containing, like this cedar box, this box of cedar planks is 100 1x5 little planks, like that, very small. I also have pine, and I find more pine than I find cedar. And they're all in great shape, almost all of them. Some of these have this odd grayish color to it, and I discount that a lot because it's so ugly. But the really, really good looking stuff, such as this one, are these. I'll sell these at a premium, but a lot cheaper than the hobby and craft stores. And I've been doing a pretty brisk business. I'll never get rich doing it, but the time I spend collecting it and cutting it down on this Win bandsaw, a really, really good bandsaw, by the way, is really nothing compared to the money I make. So I just thought I'd post this, make this video and post it, and give you guys, you woodworkers out there, something to think about. Another option to make a little money. If you see this stuff in a trash can or a dumpster or laying around these stores as debris, ask them if you can have it or if you could buy it off of them for cheap. Every manager I've approached in every store has either given it to me or given it to me at a very good price, pennies, for hundreds of these planks. So then I turn around and I cut them down and I post them up as hobby and craft wood, and they sell. So if you're looking for another way to make a little bit of money, here's a hot tip from Jay at Woodworking Blues. Look for these things and then decide what to do with it. I also have sold them as is, 40 inches long. But for some reason, they sell quicker in these smaller sizes, just 5 inches. I have no reason to cut them just to 5 inches. I just did it. That was just a spur of the moment thing. One night I was in here and thought I'd cut some down and see if they'd sell. And they actually sell quicker and more often than when I bundle them up for as the 40 inches, just as is. And some of them are a little bit longer, some of them a little bit shorter. And I explained that in the description, explained that to the people buying. Some of them are warped. They're not perfect. Is that one here? And I always throw in extra. I try to bundle them in bundles of 50 or 100. Again, this little box here holds 100 of these little 1x5 planks. I'll sell these as 50 and 100, and they still sell. I don't ask for a whole lot of money, but I do get it. So just as a video I've been wanting to put up on Woodworking Blues, I haven't given up on this channel. I haven't given up on doing more woodwork, but I have so many other projects going that are and have to be my priorities. Well, this is why the channel has kind of been just languishing and not getting any more new videos. Well, I'm going to try to start changing that. Even if I just have to do a quickie in my shop here at almost 1 in the morning while my tribe is asleep, my wife and 4 young children, and I'm in my shop. I was just in here cutting a few more down. Actually, a lot more down. I probably cut 300 of these, and then cleaned up. Although I don't have a whole lot of room, as you see, I'm still disorganized and just still a mess. I managed to make this work, along with my other projects I have going, which are still way too many. But I thought y'all might like this. I like giving tips. I like giving ideas for folks to think outside the box, especially woodworkers. There's only so many birdhouses we can make. There's only so many boxes and wooden bowls people want to buy. But this, sold, cut, bundled, and sold as hobby craft wood, it sells. And it sells well. And it's really beautiful wood. It really is. So I'm glad I found a way to keep it from going into the trash, to the landfill. And I'm glad the managers and some of the employees work with me. Some of them put it aside for me. And I really appreciate that. They know what I'm doing. I tell them. I plan on selling it. Some of it I do use. I made some lattice, some work or repairs to a lattice barrier we have around our swimming pool. But mostly, I just cut it down, bundle them up, put them in these little boxes in bundles of 100, and post it on local apps. I haven't even tried selling it online yet. I know I could, though, because I've checked, and my prices beat everybody. They beat Amazon, they beat the Chinese sellers, they beat everybody. So, there's your hot tip in my first video on woodworking blues in a very long time. And I hope you guys find it useful. I was about to go inside and go to bed, but I've been thinking about this video and making this for a long time and sharing this because there's tons of these stores out there all over the country that throw this stuff away. And if you just have the time to go look for it and the courage to ask, you'd be surprised what they say. If the first store you go to says no, try another one. Or stay in the same store, visit again another day or two, talk to another manager or another employee and see if they'll give it to you or sell it to you. Either way, you can't lose. No never hurt nobody. And you keep this stuff out of the landfill. And you're filling a need. Folks who love this kind of stuff for their craft and hobby projects. I know people have made doll houses out of this stuff. They've made all kinds of things. Picture frames, you name it. I asked them to send me photos of it. Maybe I'll post some of those photos of what they've made from this wood that I sell cheaply. I get cheaply and I sell cheaply. So there you go. Another hot tip, or maybe the first hot tip from Woodworking Blues. And I really hope you guys like it. And I hope you use it. Go look for it. Go ask and see what they say. Tell me your results. Leave it down in the comments, please. Good or bad, I want to know. I know I'm not the only one who had this idea. Surely there's someone else out there doing this. But I haven't found them yet. They're probably just not posting it on YouTube like I am. But I believe in sharing the wealth. Again, there's plenty of this to go around, plenty of these stores out there doing this who have this same type of wood, mainly cedar and pine. And I bet you'll find you can do the same thing I've been doing. Let me know, folks, in the comments. And please, this channel has been suffering because of my lack of content. So please like, subscribe, comment, good or bad. I like to hear them, and I'll answer every one of your comments. And let me know. Until then, guys, Jay Austin from Woodworking Blues. Keep on woodworking.